He is a definitive voice in the precious metals industry. He's also a keynote speaker here at the Precious Metals Summit. Don Coxe of Coxe Advisors joins us today. Don, it's been too long. Welcome back to the show.
A joy to be with you again.
So, Don, you're the keynote speaker here. You obviously have, a long history in the precious metals industry. But many people don't know that you are a historian, and you've been very successful at bridging the investment world with history. So I'd like to ask you your thoughts on the current landscape of the gold market and whether we are headed back to the 1900 highs or higher. How do you see it?
But first of all, with this extraordinary business where we're being run by economics PhDs at the central banks, so there's no ordinary basis to it. These are academic economists who are experimenting with something new. They've expanded the money supply to levels we couldn't have imagined, which should have set off a rally in gold, but because no inflation came, there was no follow-through. So we're now waiting for the answer to the question, what happens when they start unwinding that? But we have a new potential challenge, which is North Korea, which suggests a basic visceral challenge, which could create a giant new move into gold. But we're now waiting to find out how this new history, which we began with the new millennium basically, and we've had setbacks in it, but gold has outperformed most other assets. So we're waiting to see those two things, how the unwinding occurs, what happens with North Korea.
So Don, where do you feel gold should be at? Which price?
Well, I've never tried to suggest what it should be because there are so many variables in it. But it should be something which gives that it's big enough in the system to be important. I mean, since we've expanded money supplies to such vast amounts, it suggests that gold should be, up at least in the 2,000 range, just to have the same kind of relationship to the other financial assets.
So is it a currency for you, Don, or is it a safe haven? How do you view gold? What does it mean to you?
Well, gold performs so many functions. It gives people a sense of security. It gives currencies a sense of security. It's a speculator's dream because there's so many ways that you can play it. And there's so many horror stories and explanations, and there's so many books written about it by people. So gold is a very human metal in the sense that it shows you the best and worst in humanity in a metal.